Hello and welcome to day 283 of Daily Dose of Dutch, and it is a special occasion because I am broadcasting this from the Jim Collins live event. We had the event this morning and it was great, and you might wondering, well, why would you go to see one guy speak? Well, Jim Collins probably is one of those guys, one of the giants on which shoulders I'm standing on. A lot of the stuff that I've learned about leadership, the stuff that I've applied about leadership in Rotterdam, in Sweden, but definitely also in Tilbury, is stuff that I have learned from Jim Collins. So to see him live today was amazing. This auditorium was absolutely packed. People are now just going out for lunch. And I think one of the key things that I have taken away from this with regards to leadership, first of all, what he talks about, the difference between good companies and great companies is how they deal with the people. Because the people are key to every great business. The people are key to any great business. And I think one of the key takeaways that I had this morning was when it comes to people decisions, because sometimes we have to let people go. Sometimes we come to the conclusion that people are not right, that certain people are not right for our business. And one of the things that he said is, when it comes to people decisions, be rigorous, but don't be ruthless. So even when you have to let people go, when you deal with it rigorously instead of ruthlessly, then often you can even contact these people at a later stage. Of course, at the moment that it actually happens, it might be bitter, but when you deal with it respectfully and in a good way, instead of being ruthless, then that doesn't have to be an issue. And I think that was a key takeaway from me. So the event was great. If you've not heard about Jim Collins, I can highly recommend two books, Good to Great, which is a difficult book because it is an analysis of the difference between good companies and great companies. But another book which he has written is Great by Choice, which comes highly recommended. Because it is often not our circumstances that define whether we are part of building a great company or not, but it's the choices that we make in those circumstances. And that's probably, well, not probably, that applies to our lives as well. That it is not the circumstances that define us, but it is actually the way we respond, the choices that we make in those circumstances. Well, this morning was a great and useful event. If you want to learn more about this, then first of all, if you check out my Twitter or Instagram feed @HugoHigh, you will see a lot of takeaways, a lot of quotes that I've picked up during the morning that I've been tweeting and Instagramming about. So if you want to learn a little bit more about it, feel free to connect with me on my email, hugo@hugohigh.com, and I would love to connect with you. So, and look, I was wearing an orange handkerchief, and even the lanyard had a matching color. So how great that they have organized that. So this was day 283, a little bit longer from the Jim Collins live event. And I'll see you again tomorrow for another Daily Dose of Dutch.